The human head houses our thoughts, emotions, and very essence. But what if this head could be surgically detached and attached to another body? The idea seems ripped from science fiction, a Frankensteinian notion both fascinating and repulsive. Yet, the concept of head transplants has captivated scientific minds and fueled public imagination for over a century. The procedure conjures images of monstrous creations, challenging our perception of life and death, selfhood and identity. It's a concept that walks a tightrope between scientific progress and ethical boundaries, sparking debates that rage on even today. Imagine a world where paralysis could be overcome, where debilitating diseases could be left behind, simply by transplanting a head onto a healthy donor body. However, this promise of scientific advancement comes at a price, forcing us to confront profound ethical dilemmas. Is it morally justifiable to undertake such a radical procedure, even if it offers a chance at a new life? These questions have no easy answers, and they continue to fuel the debate surrounding head transplants. The seeds of head transplant research were sown in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, a time when scientific exploration often outpaced ethical considerations. Early pioneers, driven by curiosity and ambition, dared to imagine a world where such a procedure could become a reality. One such pioneer was Alexis Carrel, a French surgeon who won the Nobel Prize in 1912 for his work on vascular suturing techniques. Carrel's groundbreaking work in blood vessel surgery paved the way for organ transplantation, but he also dabbled in the more controversial realm of head transplants. In 1908, he claimed to have successfully transplanted the head of one dog onto the body of another, although the details of his experiment remain shrouded in controversy. Carrel's work, while groundbreaking in its surgical techniques, was met with a mixture of awe and condemnation. Despite the controversy, Carrel's work planted the seeds for future generations of scientists to explore the seemingly impossible dream of head transplantation. The mid-20th century witnessed a surge in head transplant research, driven by advancements in surgical techniques and a growing understanding of the nervous system. One of the most prominent figures in this era was Dr. Robert White, an American neurosurgeon known for his groundbreaking work on head transplants. In 1970, White and his team successfully transplanted the head of a rhesus monkey onto the body of another monkey. The monkey survived the surgery and even regained some motor function, a feat that sent shockwaves through the scientific community. White's experiment ignited a firestorm of ethical debate. Animal rights activists condemned the experiment as cruel and inhumane, while others questioned the long-term implications of such a procedure. Despite the controversy, White remained a staunch defender of his work, arguing that it held the potential to one day benefit humans suffering from debilitating conditions. His unwavering belief in the potential of his work cemented his legacy as a controversial yet pivotal figure in the history of head transplants. As the 21st century dawned, the field of head transplantation experienced a resurgence of interest, fueled by remarkable advancements in surgical robotics, immunosuppressive drugs, and our understanding of nerve regeneration. One of the most vocal proponents of this modern era of head transplant research is Italian neurosurgeon Dr. Sergio Canavero. Canavero proposes a complex procedure called HEAVEN, head anastomosis venture, which involves severing the spinal cord at a specific point and then fusing the head of the recipient to the donor body using a special adhesive. While his proposed procedure is theoretically possible, many experts believe that the technical challenges associated with successfully reconnecting the spinal cord and preventing rejection remain insurmountable with current technology. Despite the skepticism, Canavero's work has reignited the debate surrounding head transplants, forcing us to confront the ethical and societal implications of such a radical procedure. His unwavering belief in the potential of head transplants to alleviate human suffering has captured the public imagination. The prospect of head transplants throws open a Pandora's box of ethical dilemmas, challenging our fundamental understanding of life, death, and the very essence of what it means to be human. One of the most pressing ethical concerns is the question of informed consent. How can a patient truly understand and consent to such a radical and experimental procedure, one that could have unforeseen and potentially devastating consequences? Another ethical quandary revolves around the donor body. Would using a donor body for a head transplant be considered a form of organ donation, or would it be viewed as something entirely different? Furthermore, the question of identity remains a central ethical dilemma. If a head is transplanted onto a new body, who is the resulting individual? The public's fascination with head transplants is undeniable. This fascination, however, is often fueled by sensationalized media portrayals that prioritize shock value over scientific accuracy, creating a distorted and often misleading understanding of the procedure's complexities and ethical considerations. Head transplants have long been a staple of science fiction, often depicted as macabre experiments gone wrong, or as a means to achieve immortality. The media, too, plays a significant role in shaping public opinion, often resorting to sensationalist headlines and oversimplifications that fail to capture the nuances of the science and ethics involved. This disconnect between the sensationalized portrayals in fiction and media and the complex realities of head transplant research creates a significant challenge for scientists and ethicists alike. Looking ahead, the future of head transplants remains uncertain, balanced precariously between the realms of possibility and science fiction. Advances in stem cell research offer a glimmer of hope for overcoming one of the biggest hurdles in head transplantation: spinal cord fusion. Scientists are exploring the potential of using stem cells to regenerate damaged nerve tissue, potentially bridging the gap between the severed spinal cord of the recipient and the donor body. However, even if the technical challenges of head transplantation are overcome, ethical and societal questions will continue to loom large. The future of head transplants is not merely a scientific question, but a societal one. The concept of head transplants challenges our very understanding of what it means to be human. It forces us to confront the profound question, where does our identity reside? Is it solely housed within the brain, the seat of our consciousness, memories, and personality? Or is it inextricably intertwined with our physical body, our senses, and our experiences in the world? Would the recipient of a head transplant retain their sense of self, their memories, their very essence, despite inhabiting a different physical form? The potential for head transplants to redefine our understanding of identity extends beyond the individual. While the prospect of full-fledged head transplants remains ethically and scientifically complex, the research and advancements made in pursuit of this goal have far-reaching implications for other areas of medicine. One area where head transplant research could have a significant impact is in the treatment of spinal cord injuries. The quest to successfully fuse a severed spinal cord has led to groundbreaking research in nerve regeneration and tissue engineering, offering hope for restoring mobility and sensation to those paralyzed by spinal cord injuries. Furthermore, the development of new surgical techniques and technologies for head transplantation could also benefit other areas of surgery, particularly in the field of organ transplantation. The pursuit of head transplants, though controversial, has acted as a catalyst for innovation and discovery in various fields of medicine. The history of head transplants is a testament to human ingenuity, ambition, and our relentless pursuit of pushing the boundaries of what's possible. From the early, often crude experiments To the sophisticated surgical techniques and technological advancements of today, the quest to transplant a human head has captivated the scientific imagination and sparked intense ethical debate for over a century. While a successful human head transplant remains elusive, the journey itself has yielded valuable insights and advancements in various fields of medicine. However, the ethical dilemmas posed by head transplants are as profound as the scientific challenges. As we venture further into this uncharted territory, it is imperative that we proceed with caution, guided by ethical principles and a deep respect for human dignity. Whether it eventually becomes a viable medical procedure or remains forever out of reach, the legacy of this pursuit will likely lie in its contributions to other areas of medicine and its ability to force us to confront fundamental questions about what it means to be human.